Alright people, Catfish Dave here. It's August 2nd. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday morning. Same typical thing going on here. I'm getting a late start. It's probably 8:45. I've been struggling to get on a big fish all summer, and that's typical of summer for me. If I go on my past, I go back to my history. I have caught big fish in the summer, but it's rare. It's usually one all summer. Most of those fish that I have caught were late at night. I haven't fished any nighttime videos this summer. I've got good bait. I'm assuming this is a good spot. Ever since I've got this boat, it's kind of like when I was off the bank. I'm going somewhere new every time I go just to explore. I seen this on the Navy Onyx, located about a half mile down from a boat ramp, a series of holes. The deepest hole is just down from a creek. That's what I was initially targeting. When I made a pass, there's like 3 holes here. There really wasn't much in the hole I thought there would be, but in these upper holes there seems to be, according to that hummingbird thing right there. Now whether I'm looking at catfish, who knows? There are some big fish down there over this area. Now whether they chew or not, I don't know. This is real close to a place I used to bank fish. I actually used to bank fish that creek just down there. Typical deal here of what's been going on this whole time of year. Not a lot of water flow. They shut the dams down at night, either completely off or one gate and turn on, turn off, blah, blah, blah. And you get this real slow flow going by the next morning. Either slow flow or no flow. I do best in high flow. Maybe that's why the summer bite doesn't seem to be the best. Now, you typically get a morning bite in the summer. I am here during that time. I'm a little late into it, but I've still got a good another hour and a half of that morning bite. Still looking for that big summer fish, man. The best I've done so far is about 30 pounds. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Kept my jelly soaked in skipjack. It's got scales all over the jar. I had went to the dam last night to catch skipjack and load up, and I was gonna do a night trip, just since that's usually when I get a big fish, is late at night. And I caught that skipjack and pulled out of the ramp, getting ready for plan B, and I seen that big full moon in the sky. I'm like, nah, I'm not fooling with that thing. I said I'll just go home, get a good night's rest. We'll hit an early morning spot. This place here is about 70 miles from my house. I am on Watts Bar. I can't help but think when I seen them fish and threw that big anchor in the water, it kind of spooked everything out for a while. I figure I might have run them all down river. So I'm gonna throw this one down river. Woo! We going through the motions. It's a pretty quiet morning. Maybe the big boys are eating today. I'd rather sit here all morning long for one big fish than catch hours of dinks, you know. Been out here about 20 minutes and I ain't caught jack doodly squat. I can tell you that today the bite's not gonna be hot. They would already be hitting it. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feels like a decent fish. this is a flathead the way it's acted. He's in my other line over here. I just might have me a golly whopper. I need a golly whopper, it's been a while. I believe it's a blue. There goes some drag. It ain't no monster, but it's a respectable fish. Better than what I've been getting, without a doubt. Better than what I've been getting, without a doubt. I'll take that. Woo! Get out of my anchor. I'll take that. Yeah. That's not too bad right there. He's got some battle scars on his top fin from being on the nest. That one there, I'll take it. They're here. It's just a matter of getting them to chew. All right, people. I anchored over some fish. Only one of them was willing to hit a bait. This rod here is hung up, and it's definitely slow activity. We're sitting at 10:30 in the morning, so we're at the end of what I call the morning bite. There's a series of holes here. I guess I'm basically just gonna pull anchor, break this line, and I'm gonna continue to probably just drift the rest of the day. I'll drift down, I'll just keep making passes. I like this section that I'm in. And so I might drop the trolling motor to keep me off the bank. I'm gonna drift and hope I don't get hung up too many times doing it. There is some bottom changes going on. You wanna be deep enough to get down into the hole a little bit, but if you spend all morning tying rigs, you ain't fishing. So let's pull anchor here, get this line busted off, and let's get headed downriver. Oh shoot, I got a fish on there right there. So much for pulling anchor, hang on. Well, there's the second fish that's just not too bad this morning. Right as I went to pull anchor. And I'll tell you what's odd is that both fish have come on the center sections. I haven't got a hit on the head. I was running a head on 2 rods, center section on 1 rod, and the 1 rod with the center section caught both fish. So for whatever the reason, maybe that's what I should be baiting up with this morning. There are days when they do prefer one over the other. I still think I may go ahead and drift just since we're late enough in the day. But that's 2 decent fish this morning, so let's go on to this drift plan. We can always come back here if we need to. This leader was slimed up. I had something swim me under something. I'm gonna drop the trolling motor to assist me anytime I need it. I need to get over and check my baits, see how far they are off the bottom. I'll get a depth reading, and I'll kind of keep an eye on my Navionics so I know when to reeling in some line or whatever. Keep this from being too big of a hassle. We are on the drift. All right, people, we're officially into the hour of suck. It's 12 noon. For the last hour, I haven't had any luck. I'm on the drift. The wind is being very counterproductive for the most part. It's getting extremely hot. Typically, my camera would already be shutting down by now, but there's just enough breeze to keep it going a little longer. I'm just kind of just drifting the channel now, nothing specific. I like the areas I was initially anchored in as far as holding fish. This is just kind of a lucky drift here. Just kind of rolling the dice here. The anchor bite was slow, so putting in the work now. I guess I'm gonna eat another peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's all I can do at this point. Oh, that's a headpiece. That's a headpiece. That's a headpiece. Oh, yeah. Gosh dang it. Well, I'm officially hung up right there, so, oh, it come loose, I think. move this boat out of this shallow water. Well, I finally got one on a headpiece on the drift, right around the suck hour. Ain't no monster, typical summer fish. Smallest one of the day. The drifting is a hassle because of the wind issue. Keeps wanting to throw me up on the bank. All right, people, I caught 2 anchored, 1 on the drift. The best fish were anchored. I'm anchored right back where I thought was the best spot to begin with. It's definitely getting hot. It's at least 1 o'clock. Woo! I feel cooler already. Feel like I'm standing under a big shade tree. I don't count on golly whoppers in the summertime because you don't see too many unless you're fishing at 2 a.m. But every catfisherman needs at least 1 in the summer, so the summer ain't totally a bummer. Dag blasted, it's hot out here. I ain't caught squat in about 2 hours. For whatever reason, fish at this time of day do not eat. I am parked over the top of them right now with great bait, and they do not eat. You can sit here till you're red as the beet, but these dag blasted fish just ain't gonna eat. It's 4 hours later. I got a fish on. Dag blasted, it's been hot out here. No golly whoppers today. It's just tough summer fishing. I've thought about trying to net some shad. As far as the section of river I'm in, I'm probably in the best spot I can be at without going way upstream, way downstream. If I was going to do that, I'd use a different ramp. Decisions, decisions. Still ain't got that golly whopper. All right, people, I went back to the ramp, got my bait buster, cruised around with my trolling motor in some backwaters, and I got me some live shad. Hey, who knows, maybe when it's slow like this, maybe the live bait's what'll spark things up. Yeah, drop her down. Good Lord, at the mosquitoes out here. I'm gonna go ahead and set my light up for video, and I'm gonna hope that light attracts them away from me. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is bad. I'm a long way from the house, so I'm gonna give it just a little while after dark. Can't pull no all-nighter when you're a working man. Not if you want to stay a working man anyway. Oh, live shad, and he come off. That one pulled hard enough, he could have ripped that hook right out of that. Gag black. That bite could have been a catfish. When I pulled it up, the hook had somehow come out and caught the shad back in the top of its head. Could have been a catfish. This was a gar, he ripped it off. Looks like the shot of getting a golly whopper tonight ain't good either. I'm gonna give it just a little while longer. Well, people, I gave it an honest attempt. No golly whopper on this trip. Here's some dang boat flying down the river without a single light on. If I could stay out here till 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m., I'd probably end up hooking a big fish. I don't know what it is about the summer. When fall rolls around, I get a big fish every time I come down. Same bait, same fish, same water. Must be the calendar change. Who knows? In the summertime, I feel like a zero, but in the fall, I become a catfish hero. I have caught a few big fish in the summertime. Back in my young days when I would stay up the wee hours of the morning. But for the most part, around here in East Tennessee, what you've seen today is usually what happens to me. I ain't no Justin Johnson, but I gave it an honest attempt. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one. Signing out.